Welcome back to the Black Ellis and Eastern Railroad, everybody. Today we're going to take a closer look at Ellis and Eastern's diesel locomotive roster on the west side of their operation from the perspective of an HO scale modeler. In this scene you see Ellis and Eastern number 77 and 87 crossing A Street. We filmed this footage when we were downtown in Sioux Falls doing that railroad architecture tour in June of this year. The locomotives in this clip are GMD SD40-2W units. They were built in London, Ontario by General Motors' subsidiary GMD in 1978. Each one of them is rated at 3,000 horsepower and retains basically all of their Canadian spotting features that they did when they were built new for Canadian National. Ellis and Eastern Railroad is a short line based in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It operates primarily over former C&W/CMO rails east and west across town. I wanted to take a closer look at all of the engines on Ellis and Eastern's west side operation. We'll start with E&E number 7 and 17. E&E number 7 is a EMD SW1200 of Grand Trunk Western and Central Vermont heritage. I modeled this unit using an Athearn SW7 using soft metal exhaust detail parts and Athearn flex coil side frames, which interchange fully with their AR style side frame counterparts as seen on the E&E number 17. I'd probably use a new Rapido model with flex coil trucks if I had to do it over to date. E&E number 17 is an EMD SW900 of Canadian Pacific heritage. I used an Athearn SW7 for that one too, but if I had to redo, I'd probably pick a Walthers Proto model. E&E numbers 27 and 37 are original GP9s which saw service as Illinois Central GP10 Paducah rebuilds. They may have even visited Sioux Falls as Illinois Central units a time or two. I've never attempted these units, but if I did, I'd probably start with the Walthers Proto or Athearn model. The E&E number 47 is a former Southern Railway / Norfolk Southern GP38. It's represented pretty well by Atlas's Silver or Master Series GP38. Rapido was also announced a GP38, and I'm not sure if that's in hobby stores by now yet or not, but that's going to be a very nice model as well. A buddy of mine commissioned one of these from me over a decade ago. Here are shots of the unit on my previous layout, the HO scale Sioux Junction model railroad. I used a Atlas Master GP38 for this unit. And then finally, to round out the west side, we have Ellis and Eastern number 77 and 87. These are the Canadian-built SD40-2Ws. Intermountain has released a fine SD40-2W, which would work well to represent this pair. Bowser has also announced a GMD SD40-2W, but I don't know at this point when and if that will ever be released. You could also attempt your own build by using any one of many American SD40-2 HO scale models as a starting point. This slideshow thing is a new thing that I thought I'd try. You can let me know if it worked or not. I wish that I had more video to share of the Ellis and Eastern, both the real thing and my models, but I hope you've enjoyed a little walk through some of my 35mm prints as well as my digital collection. And I hope you've seen some things that maybe you haven't seen before, including some of my favorites with where the Ellis and Eastern had the 5 units, 7, 17, 27, 37, and 47 all hooked up downtown several years back. That was fun to see with the big cement coming into town. The DM&E cement cars were fun to see. Here's where we're going to pull the pin for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed the content here. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and if I'm lucky, I'll see you next time.